hiking clothes in the Canadian Rockies, right? Wrong. First, we're gonna watch some awesome selfie panels in the mountains. Then we're gonna talk hiking clothes in the Canadian Rockies. Obviously that would work in like a winter setting, but today we're going to talk summer hiking clothes in the Canadian Rockies. If you have never been on my channel before, welcome to Matty Outdoors. I'm Canadian. I hike a lot in the Canadian Rockies. I'm into hammock camping. I'm into like going to ultralight. I'm not quite there yet, so I'd say lightweight backpacking. If any of that sounds cool to you, subscribe button over here. Click on that, grab a coffee. Let's talk hiking clothes. All right, so we're going to do this by going like dead middle of summer with my clothing system. So we're gonna go over the clothing that I wear, we're gonna go over the clothing that I carry in my pack, and then we're gonna go over a couple of clothing pieces that I add in when you get into kind of spring and fall, sort of into the shoulder season. All right, so getting into my worn clothing, kind of starting from the top down. I'm a ball cap guy, obviously, as you can probably tell. So this is my hat that I rocked last year. Just a plain, simple like trucker cap style. I like the flat brim. I don't like a curved hat. I just find when you get that curve, it just cuts off my peripheral, so I usually wear a flat brim. I always wear a ball cap. Next thing, going from the top down, I've always got a buff on me. They're always different, but these things are super light. They're about 30 grams, or they weigh about an ounce. I always wear it around my neck. Usually I'll like dip it in a creek when I get there, and it just kind of cools off the arteries in your neck, and I find it just really helps to keep my body cool on those hot days. Some people like it, some people don't, but yeah, I always have my buff on me. I absolutely love these things. And then going down to my shirt. For a hiking shirt, I don't know if this is kind of like a popular choice, and you guys may think I'm weird, but like I wear a compression shirt. This one is from Under Armour. It's Batman. I like it because, like I said, when I wear the buff and I get like the cooling down my neck and that cool water drips down, my nipples go hard. I become Batman with like actual like nipples sticking out. I feel like it's more authentic. But yeah, I wear an Under Armour compression shirt for my hiking shirt. This thing weighs 116 grams, or like 4 1/8 of an ounce. So yeah, that's what I do for a hiking shirt. Going down to my pants, these are from MEC or MEC or Mountain Equipment Co-op. Up here in Canada, that's basically like our version of REI. That's how we do it up here. These, I don't know the model name of them. They're super light, just like synthetic pants. They're like a 97% poly with like a 3% spandex. They're pretty loose and baggy on me. Like elasticized waist. They got a couple pretty deep pockets. What I like about them though is at the bottoms, they've got this elasticized cuff at the bottom, and you can adjust it. So I like it because you can drape them down as pants, or what I'll do is like when it gets warm outside, I'll roll them up and then like kind of cinch that up, say like around my knee or whatever, and it just easily turns them into shorts. They're super lightweight. They weigh 294 grams, or like 10 3/8 of an ounce. To me, for pants, that's pretty light. They dry insanely fast. They were ridiculously cheap. I think they cost me like 50 bucks or whatever. But yeah, that's what I wear dead middle of summer for pants. Getting into the my underwear choice for hiking, I go with Sax. I wear a pair of Sax Quest. They're just, you know, kind of like compression fitting, like sort of like, yeah, tighter fitting, like boxer brief styles. I don't know. I like the Sax. They work for me. They're 76 grams, 2 5/8 of an ounce. Going down to my feet, I go with the Salomon Speedcross 4s. Yeah, this is just what works for me. 600 grams for the pair, or 21 ounces. What I am super stoked for this year, to combine with my Salomon Speedcross 4s, is my Dirty Girl Gaiters. These are 33 grams, 1 1/4 ounces. I'm super excited for these. Yeah, I'm gonna get made fun of hard for them, but yeah, it is what it is. And for socks, I'm a darn Tufts guy. I wear the quarter length merino socks. They weigh 64 grams, or 2 1/4 ounces for the pair. All right, let's get into the spare clothes that I carry in my pack. We're gonna start with my Marmot Precip. This is my rain jacket. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward, just a plain, I don't know, outer shell rain jacket. Weighs 228 grams or 8 ounces. Yeah, it's my Marmot Precip. That's what I go with for a rain jacket. For extra insulation and layers and a little bit of warmth, I carry a Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer. This thing is 7 ounces. Absolutely love it. Like hands down, probably one of my absolute favorite pieces of backpacking gear. I just absolutely love this thing. I also pack in my pack a merino buff. This is the longer version. I will fold this up and I'll make a toque, and I like the longer version because it's long enough that I can double, like kind of get like that double layer over my ears. So yeah, I go with a merino buff in my pack as well. And then I do carry a little sack of spare clothes. I don't really carry much for spare clothing, but starting out, I carry an extra pair of the Saks Quest boxers. They're 76 grams to 5/8 of an ounce. I carry a set of merino bottoms. They're 165 grams, 5 3/4 of an ounce. I got them at Costco. I like a pair of merino bottoms, just kind of wear them at bed. That's what I wear. I bring a extra synthetic shirt. This is an Under Armour shirt. It's 134 grams, 4 5/8 of an ounce. It's just like a plain synthetic, kind of a looser fitting t-shirt. This is what I sleep in. And then I'll usually just hike out in this on the last day if my compression shirt's pretty rank. But yeah, that's what I bring for an extra shirt. I carry an extra pair of the Darn Tough socks. These are just the same quarter length merino socks, 64 grams or 2 1/4 of an ounce for the pair. And then my clothing bag is just a simple like sil nylon stuff sack. Weighs 25 grams or 3/4 of an ounce. All right, so we get into the spring and fall. I do change a couple things up with my backpacking clothing system. For my pants that I wear, I don't wear those pants for MEC. In the spring and fall, I wear my Fjällräven Vita Pro trousers. They are a little bit heavier. They're about 490 grams or a pound and a quarter of an ounce. But yeah, I love these things. They're a little bit thicker. They're better resistant to the wind. You can wax them and they become really water resistant, which I love. They tend to hold heat in more, so it keeps me a little bit warmer in those cold spring days or those like cold fall days. So yeah, that's what I go with for pants when it gets kind of into the spring and the shoulder season area. I do still bring my merino buff in kind of the spring and the fall, but I also do add a toque. I usually bring my Fjällräven toque. It's 60 grams or 2 1/8 of an ounce. Depending on the weather report for the trip that I'm going on in the spring or the fall, if it's gonna be really wet and really rainy, I will bring a pair of Helly Hansen rain pants. They are 360 grams or 12 5/8 of an ounce. When it gets into the spring and fall, obviously it gets cooler, so I tend to bring an extra insulation layer. I bring either my Columbia fleece or one of these Under Armour Storm hoodies. Either or, they're both about the same weight. They both weigh about 520 grams, so it's about a pound and 2 ounces or so. But yeah, I do bring a little bit of extra insulation on those spring and fall days. Yeah, that about wraps it up for what I do carry for my clothing system. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out for a bit. I'm gonna pop some hiking videos up over here. I know I talk a lot about hiking in the Canadian Rockies, so maybe you guys will check those out. Obviously, subscribe button over here. If you haven't clicked on it yet, you should probably do it. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.